Hi, I'm Mark Barnard, the head coach at Oregon State University. We're going to have a look at a variation of the commonly played basketball game called horse, but we're going to convert that over to a volleyball serving speed game. Let's go and have a look at how that works. Horse is much like the regular game that people know as horse. It's a 1 versus 1 game in serving. You can do it with a larger group, but we'll often do it with 1 versus 1. And the simple premise is that you try to beat the other person with their serving. And we can use either serve speeds or serve speeds and zones to be the determining factor. The simple version is I serve a ball, and let's say I serve that ball at 35 miles an hour. The person after me then serves, or my partner that I'm challenging serves. If they serve at greater than 35 miles an hour, I get the letter H. An alternative version of horse involves using the targets in the corner of zone 1 and zone 5 to be the determining factor for the serve. And by that I mean if you set up 3 concentric squares, a 3 foot by 3 foot square surrounded by a 5 foot by 5 foot and then a 7 foot by 7 foot square, you can use those squares to determine the speed by some multiplying factor as the serve speed score. Let's say if you can serve into the smallest court, the 3 foot by 3 foot square, that is multiplied by 4. So if your serve speed is 40 miles an hour and you served into that area, your total is 160. The 5 foot by 5 foot square is a little more generous in size, and we may multiply the serve speed by 3 if you serve it into that court. So a 40 mile an hour serve is worth 120. The 7 foot by 7 foot square, which is the most generous in size of the 3 squares, would be a multiplication of 2. So a serve speed of 40 miles an hour would be worth 80. So you play the game of horse by using those squares to multiply your serve speed by to determine whether you get a letter H, O, R, S or E, or your partner does. So that's a great game. It's a fun game to play for players versus players, incorporating a little serve speed to add a little spice to that drill.